What up, y'all? It's Chris Weathers, aka Shorty C94, back at you again with episode 153, Shorty Sneaker Conversations. We are a day late. Supposed to do this yesterday. My health kind of took over. So, anyway, we here today. Um, our guest is a well-known YouTuber, sneaker collector, um, Mo Kicks than Bruce Lee. He is in the chat. What's up, sir? Invite you in just a sec. What's up, Sam C? Vintage 0629. What's up, Anita? Let me get y'all waves in and let's get our guests. All right, just sent the invite. What's up, sir?
What's good, man? What's good, man?
Nice to see you got all that heat behind you.
Oh no, man. Just a little something.
Mm-hmm.
You all right?
Yeah, I was gonna do it from my room like that, but it's too messy in there. And what's bad is I've been on vacation, so I could have had that shit straight, but you know.
I feel you. I feel you.
You know. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being willing to, reschedule. What's up, Ash?
Oh, good, man. Thank
Yeah.
you for having me.
Uh,
I've been a big fan, man, of your page. Like way before I started doing social media and YouTube, we were in a couple of groups together on Facebook, and I would always see your content, and I just like the variety and the kicks that you post, and always, look forward to your posts and like the shirt, the shoes, and you really pretty much talk about the history and stuff. So this is kind of cool, to like be on the podcast on your page, man.
man, I appreciate you being here. Um, whew. So usually when I have my guests on, the first thing I ask them is, what's the most important thing you've been able to take from the world since the world changed, with the pandemic and everything?
Man, that's a good question. I think it's been time. Uh, how precious time is because I know to this day I still remember like it's like a lapse in time, the pandemic, and just how that time made you just appreciate everything and everybody that was around you. So I think that's the thing I grab from that is just appreciation for just the small things, life, and just your folks around you because people were just you know dying and stuff. So it just was out of the blue. So that was weird. But I think it's been time and just being thankful for that. That's what I took from it the most.
For sure, man. Okay. Well, where did everything start for you with the kicks?
I say for me, I started collecting in '03 when I first got my first job. And then but I've always been a love for kicks way like since I can remember. I was born in '86, but I came out the womb like my father was a basketball coach and football coach, so I came out the womb seeing on his wall the Nike Supreme Court posters and the Iceman Gervin posters and the Jordan Free Throw Line posters. So my love for kick started way back then, and then like I said, my mom she was a educator, so she would buy the kicks, but she said you have to make the grades to get them. And so I would do it here and there, but not like I was supposed to. So I really didn't get kicks until I started buying them with my first job. So that's kind of where it started for me.
Okay. Now, the Supreme Court poster, are you talking about the one where it's a whole bunch of them, or is it the one where it's like Jordan and Ron Harper and Moses Malone standing on the steps?
Where it's like a whole bunch of them, and they got the judge suits on, and
Yeah,
of course,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. And those are certain just posters I remember seeing. Like, man, this is cool, and like I said, being around the atmosphere of my dad and the Nike gear, the coaches, seeing the team, he would always have the coach jackets on and stuff, and I just grew up wanting to emulate that stuff and wanting to dress like that. So,
nah, I was similar with my father. Like I've always been around sports and especially basketball related
yeah,
things. So, um, my dad had that same Supreme Court one with the with the judge robes, and I'm
Yeah,
able to name most of them. It's only a few where I'm like, I don't know who that is. It's maybe three, because they had a picture of it in the Soul Provider
yeah.
uh, as well. So I always wanted the '80s one, the Supreme Court one, where Jordan had on the threes, Ron Harper had on the Alpha Force '88s. I think it's Jordan, Ron Harper, Moses Malone, Charles Barkley. I want to say Sidney Moncrief.
Oh yeah,
Right.
yeah.
They all have on robes, and Jordan got on the threes, and I can still see that. But yeah, yeah. Well, being a basketball person, who was your favorite player back then
Oh
when you was?
man, my favorite all time is always Jordan. Um, After that, I got Magic. I love Magic. That's who my pops was big on. So Magic, and then being from Memphis, of course, Penny is in there, of course. And I like Bird, just all Isaiah, like all old school cats.
Got you.
Man, I had to wear this, man. I saw your post with your pops.
No.
I thought it was one of the coolest posts I seen, man. That was dope. And I
Yeah.
was like, I gotta wear that on the podcast, man.
Man, I appreciate that. Yeah, I actually, um, I'm usually not big on taking pictures of pictures, but since I don't have that picture, I plan
Yeah.
on getting it when I go back to Cleveland.
Uh,
Um, I think my aunt has it, but I need that picture.
yeah, it's a dope picture for sure. I was like, that's dope.
I recreated that picture with my
Uh,
son, but we have
uh,
on shirts instead. And I have them like side by side. I'm gonna post it,
oh
but
yeah, yeah, you
we
gotta do that. That's dope.
we had the Kobe. They were the shirts to go with the Easter Kobe 10.
Oh, okay.
So it's like black with the teal and the pink or whatever. So yeah, I think I had to find it, but I'm gonna post that. I'm gonna do that. But what was the first shoe that grabbed your attention? Like we all grew up, wearing sneakers. Our parents bought us, but what was that first shoe you wanted? Where it's like, I'm gonna ask them if they get me this.
Man, the first shoe was the Concords,
Okay.
'96. And it was a couple of shoes. I say for me, if you don't mind me saying it, it was like three shoes for me as when I was younger that I wanted so bad. I used to sit in the back of the class and draw them when I shouldn't be paying attention. Like it was the Orlando penny, Air Max One pennies, the Jason Kidd Zoom Flight 95s, and the Concord 11s. Those three, I was like obsessed with them, and I asked my mom, and she thought they were too expensive, but I wanted those so bad, and like I said, I just drew them. I still got some of my drawings. She would make me keep them, and I would draw it. But I drew those three shoes all the time, and just loved them. But that Concord was different from me. It's just the shiny patent leather, and I remember watching the game that he wore when Nick Anderson stole the ball, and everybody was trying to see like, well, what's on his feet, because they weren't out at that time. So that's the first shoe grabbed my attention.
Yeah, like I remember because I was in eighth grade when all of that happened, and I remember because the laces loops on the side of the 11s they look like the 10s, the
Yeah,
little lace things. So
yeah,
I'm like, is this some sort of different 10? It's shiny.
right,
You
right,
know, I,
right, right.
I like paused it. The only other time I did that was when LeBron had those out of nowhere Christmas 14s.
Oh,
The only two times I like paused. I was like, what the fuck? What is what?
yeah. And what's those?